this unit, we have been investigating heat, and we've been learning that even though the word heat often means to us hot, we know that heat can mean less heat, more heat. Things can be colder, things can be hotter, and things can be warm. In this investigation, we're going to act like scientists. We're going to use some equipment to do an investigation. But first and foremost, we need to think, what's the question we want this investigation to answer? In this instance, because we're learning about heat, we're going to be thinking about, if we put these chemicals together, what's going to happen? And when we put those together, we need to measure what happens. In this instance, we're going to be measuring temperature. So we're going to have to read the thermometer. So to get the answer to our question, we'll need to record some data. And in this instance, we're going to be recording temperature, but we also want to know about time. So as we put our bicarb of soda and our citric acid and our water together, we want to know how fast the reaction occurs as well. And to do that, we're going to use our stopwatch on our iPad. But importantly, we need to record our data. Today I think I'm going to use a table, and because it's a very fast reaction, we're probably going to measure in seconds and not minutes. And these are the decisions that scientists have to make. And in this column here, we're going to record temperature. I need to decide how frequently will I take my measurements, because I need to make sure that my measurements are at equal intervals. And for this one, I think I'm going to do 15 seconds, 30 seconds, so every 15 seconds. And we'll go through to 60 seconds. So, into our bag we need to put 3 spoonfuls of citric acid, 2, 3. And we're going to use bicarb of soda, so we're going to put the same amount. 1, oops, 2, and 3. So there it is mixed together down there, and probably if we give it a bit of a shake to make sure it's mixed together really well, and we get it over into one corner, that will help. Scientists work together because usually these tasks require you to be doing lots of things at once. So I'm going to put the water in, then I'm going to have to start my stopwatch, and I'm going to need my thermometer in there at the same time. And very, very quickly, I'm going to be recording my data. Now, I notice here that my thermometer is starting at 20 degrees. So my measurements, remember that I start at 20. Whoops, quickly in there, start my stopwatch, and I'm reading. Oop, we're down to 15, and we're already down to 14. And I'm going to record now. We're down to 10. And we're waiting for 30 seconds to come up on the stopwatch. And we're down to 2. And at 45 seconds, it's still going down. With our last measurement. Now if we wanted to, we could measure this for longer because it's still going down. And at 1 minute and 33 seconds, it's actually down to 0. So that would be at 90 seconds, we're down to 0. So the question is, what happens when we mix bicarbonate of soda with citric acid and water and we measure? Did the temperature stay the same? Did the temperature go down? Or did the temperature go up? And what I saw on our thermometer this time was that the temperature went down, and it went down really fast. So it'll be interesting when you do this investigation what happens for you, and you'll be able to compare your data with the data of children in other groups.